Welcome to all you hot tubbers to the Swim and Soak Water Academy, all about alkalinity. Before we start, I want to make sure you're in the right place. This is classroom number 68. I'm Professor John Gill, and I will be your instructor for this advanced water chemistry course. My objective in this course is to take the mystery out of your hot tub water chemistry, and it is for both new and advanced students. Using this knowledge to harness water chemistry rather than being confused by it. In each classroom session, I will teach you all about hot tub water chemistry and help you unlock the secrets of worry-free water. Today's session, how to master your hot tub's alkalinity. In today's deep dive, I will take you into what alkalinity is, what it does, and how it affects your hot tub's water chemistry, and of course, how to fix it when it goes wrong. But most of all, why it's essential as you as a hot tub owner to keep it in check. If you're looking to get an advanced degree in water chemistry, I would encourage you not to leave until class is dismissed for my extra credit tip at the end of today's session. Show of hands, how many of you hot tub owners here in the room think that alkalinity is not something to worry about or that pH is the same thing? That's what I thought. By the end of this class, you'll discover why that's not the way of water. Has anyone taken a water chemistry class before? Oh, looks like a few. In this advanced class, you will gain the knowledge you need about alkalinity and why it is so essential to your hot tub's water and your hot tub's overall health. So let's get started with some essential keys for success with your hot tub that will minimize your water issues in just 10 simple steps. Give me a second here. I'll have Max get it up on the screen, but you can also find a copy down in the course description. Oh, I see it. There it is. So let's get started. First, get to know your water source by testing it before you fill your tub. This will give you a baseline to work from whenever you refill it. Second, use a pre-filter on your hose when filling your tub. This will remove contaminants from your water. Also, you want to test and adjust your hot tub chemistry weekly. Rinse and clean your filters when they look dirty. Number 5, treat your hot tub with chemicals that break down soaps and oils, and not ones that mask them like defoamers or scumballs. Shower before using your hot tub to rinse off excessive hygiene, hair, and makeup products. Number 7, have a hot tub only swimsuit that is washed less frequently or with less soap or none at all. 8, clean and soak your filters in a deep cleaning solution every 4 months whenever you change your water. Empty and refill your hot tub every 4 months or as recommended by your manufacturer. And then last, number 10, perform regular plumbing purges. If you need a pre-filter or any other school supplies, you can find them in the Swim and Soak campus store for the ones I recommend for this course. Just click on the link in the course description. Let's get started with lesson 1. What is alkalinity? Do I have a volunteer from the room to answer that? Ms. Comfer.
It is the presence of calcium, magnesium, and other similar compounds in the water.
Yes, that is correct. Max, can you put those up on the screen for us? Thanks, you're doing a great job. Those compounds act as a buffer against swings in your pH levels. It works to hold your pH levels in place so your water remains balanced, preventing rapid swings in your water chemistry. So here is the simple difference between alkalinity and pH. When you measure alkalinity, you're testing for the water's capacity to prevent pH from drifting up or down. When you're testing your pH, you're measuring how acidic the water is. Don't worry too much about pH right now. We'll cover that in the next session. So let's recap. Alkalinity comprises minerals to prevent pH from getting out of control. When testing your hot tub at home, remember alkalinity is always adjusted first, followed by pH and then the rest. Think of it as your first line of defense for maintaining healthy, clear water, which is why we're focusing on alkalinity first in this class. If you've been experiencing green or cloudy water in your hot tub, poor alkalinity just might be the problem. Lesson 2. Where should your alkalinity levels be? Anyone here in the class? Yes. Mr. Masco.
Between 80 and 120 parts per million.
Yes, that's the correct answer. This can be easily done at home with some simple test strips, or what I like are the drops. If you're new to hot tubbing, you should test your water once a week and make adjustments as needed. Once you've mastered your water, set yourself a reminder on your phone to test your water every other week, assuming that you're using your hot tub regularly. If you're unsure of your testing ability and would rather have one-on-one advice, I would take a cup-sized water sample to your local hot tub store with an advanced degree in water chemistry. They should be able to test it for you and tell you what adjustments to make. Since we're on the subject of testing methods, I have a note here from the faculty at the Swim and Soak campus store that they have a new item they'd like to share with you. Are you having problems keeping your hot tub water chemistry balanced? Well, it could be the test strips you're using. Test strips may look alike, but they're not all created equal. Here at the Swim and Soak campus store, we now have the Insta test strips made by Lamont. These are dip and read strips with accurate and instant results. Each test allows time for you to match the colors and are designed to prevent cross-contamination between each of the pads, and the colors are vibrant, distinct, and easy to read. Each bottle includes 50 test strips and are tightly packed in a sealed waterproof pop-top bottle with a hinged cap. The bottle has a water-absorbing desiccant liner which protects the strips from moisture and UV light. Plus, they're made here in the USA. You can get yours today just by clicking the link in the course description or stop by your local hot tub or pool store and take the guesswork out of water testing. And now back to Professor Gill for the next lesson. Lesson 3. What happens if you ignore your alkalinity levels and it falls below 80 parts per million? Well, this will lead to some concerning issues. Max, slide please. Some of the problems you'll have when your alkalinity falls below 80 parts per million are including but not limited to corrosion of your equipment, which is not covered by warranty, an uncomfortable burning or itching of your eyes and skin, etching and staining of the surface of your equipment. Your water can take on an unsightly green hue, which you may confuse for algae growth, and of course dramatic pH fluctuations, which is what you want to avoid and is why you're on your way to becoming an A+ student. Next slide. If your alkalinity climbs above 120 parts per million, this can result in your equipment starting to scale and potentially damage it, also not covered by warranty. As with low alkalinity, discomfort of burning and itching of the eyes and skin, and your water could turn cloudy and look unappealing to soak in, and if it becomes highly elevated, it will challenge you to lower it back down. So what causes these fluctuations in your hot tub water? Well, it can range from natural environment influences like rain and other debris falling into your hot tub, and also bodily reactions of everyday products applied to your skin and hair, such as deodorant, makeup, shampoo, and a lot more. Even regular chemical treatments can have a small plus or minus effect on alkalinity. So let's deep dive into what causes those highs and lows and how to fix them. Lesson 4, high alkalinity. Mr. Balboa, what is the #1 cause of high alkalinity?
Forgot to add chlorine.
Sorry, that is not the correct answer. Miss Daz?
Your water source?
Yes, using a water source that is already high in alkalinity will get you off on the wrong foot, and I recommend that you test your water for this even before you fill your hot tub so that you have a good baseline. If you have a poor water source, it might be less frustrating to have your water trucked in, especially if you have hard water or on a well. The second reason is the body's natural oils, plus lotions, sprays, shampoo, and deodorants that you introduce to the water while soaking. Oh, and I almost forgot about this last one while I was preparing for the class. As water evaporates, the minerals and other alkaline components are left behind and become more concentrated, increasing your levels. Before discussing fixing your alkalinity, the first question you should ask yourself is how old is your water? If it's over 4 months old, it's like expired milk. Drain it and start over. It's not worth the trouble of fixing it when it's past its sell-by date. When troubleshooting alkalinity, go back to my steps for success. Water chemistry problems start when you add the very first drop of water. If you follow those steps and your alkalinity is high, how do you fix it? Well, you only have one good option, and that is sodium bisulfate. It is available in a granular powder or in a liquid form and is used to lower alkalinity and pH. Why pH? Well, as we just learned, alkalinity stabilizes your pH, and any adjustments you make up or down to your alkalinity will slightly impact your pH. Besides the sodium bisulfate, there is one other option that you have, and I really don't recommend it, and it's typically used in a swimming pool, and that's muriatic acid. While it is very effective at lowering alkalinity, it does require careful handling and protection due to its caustic nature. Make sure you follow the directions on the container or consult your local hot tub professional for proper use. For most alkalinity adjustments, sodium bisulfate is really your best choice and is normally labeled as something like pH down or minus. Since it is a type of acid, it will bring your alkalinity down when you use enough of it. After adding it to your hot tub, you should wait at least 6 hours before testing again to check to see if you were successful, and it might take several treatments over several days to get in the proper range. Lesson 5. What can decrease your alkalinity? Mr. Balboa?
Forgot to add chlorine.
Sorry, but that is not the correct answer. Mr. Balboa, I hope you are taking good notes today. Mr. Masco?
Water from your hose or rainfall?
Excellent, Mr. Masco. Other causes of high alkalinity are acidic chemicals like certain chlorines or bromines. Even certain types of microbial activity in your water, while unpleasant to think about, can consume alkaline compounds as part of their diet. And in addition, acidic oils and lotions can also alter your water chemistry and decrease your alkalinity levels. To raise your alkalinity, you would use sodium bicarbonate, also known as baking soda. Just as in lowering alkalinity, this will also have a small impact on pH levels since alkalinity and pH are interconnected. When raising alkalinity, only need about an hour before you can test it again after application to check your results. In most cases, you can get your alkalinity back in line pretty quickly compared to lowering it. Well, class, you are now on the way to becoming masters of your hot tub water chemistry, and in our next class I will teach you about pH and how it's just as important as alkalinity. So with that, this concludes today's session. But before I dismiss the class, here is the extra credit tip I promised you at the beginning of the class. So here's Professor Gill's tip. A mistake that a lot of beginners make when doing adjustments to their water chemistry is using too much. Sometimes you will overshoot the mark, forcing you to start over, and I would say that it's better to do small adjustments in doses rather than attempting one major one. With that being said, class, you are now a little further down the path to better hot tubbing, which is less work, less stressful, more enjoyable, and will increase the longevity of your hot tub and its components. If you like this lesson, go ahead and ring the school bell, hit the thumbs up, and please be sure to subscribe so you're notified about the next session. And I think before I grade some papers, I'm going to grab a towel, go for a soak, and with that, class dismissed.